Facebook. We're going to keep it really fast and short, but I know there's been some questions about when to go where and how to properly use the group. Now, I want to let you know that I am going to do it from my laptop, so it's going to look different if you're doing it from a phone. If you only have a phone and that's the only access you have for internet, then if you would just shoot me a private message and let me know, then I can send you like a recording of any questions you have on how to do it from a phone, because I know that some people only have a phone to work with. Most of us have a laptop or a computer. So I'm just going to do it that way because it's easy for training purposes. And then if you need help, just reach out to me. I'm here for that too. Okay. So we're going to start with the Future Inspired area page. Now we've got all of these. Let me see here. I've got to go back and open it back up because it's not open again. I knew that was going to happen. I tried to be prepared. Okay. Share Future Inspired area page. Okay, so I hope everybody can see this okay. Nod yes, Rebecca, if you can see it, because you're the one I see. Okay. Awesome. So when you get logged in, most of us know the Future Inspired National Area page. This is where we do the whole area group information. And then we also do the Glamour Girls recognition in here. So Dynamic Diamonds, Inspired Angels, you guys aren't going to get recognition within this group. So you want to go to our private groups. April has one called Inspired Angels. If you're not part of that, you want to let her know, get yourself inside of there. And then same for me, Dynamic Diamonds, we have our own private group that we do. And then the Future Inspired National Area is for the Glamour Girls and all of us. Okay, so it's kind of like a conjunction. And this is where we're going to post all of our live videos. If we do a guest event, Denise is going to be in there doing announcements on this private, separate separate video. And so I want to just kind of show some people. There's a thing. Let me move you guys up here. Okay. There is a spot here that says media. And if you just click here and then go to videos, you are going to see every live video that we have ever done. Me and Jasmine went through here today and we're just like, wow, look how much I've changed. We went back to like when I very first started Mary Kay. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I was shaking in my boots standing up there getting my MK pink bucks. And now it's like, this is like second nature to just be training. It's crazy the difference. But my internet is loading really slow, but you can go through here and you can find any of the trainings that we've ever done. They're not labeled right now. That is something that I really want to work on here in the future. From here on out is adding just the training clips, so that you're going to be seeing some more of that in the future. But this is a great place to go in and find trainings that we've done in the past, you know, things that we have already showed you guys. There's some really, really, really good stuff in there. And then I want to show you here the files. So when you click on the files button, you're going to get announcements make up the majority of it, but you're going to get all kinds of things in here, from like the price list change, wish list, gift cards, gift certificates, all kinds of things that you need are right in here inside of this. And what this did is it replaced what we were doing with the unit-wise website that we had. It wasn't really getting a lot of foot traffic onto the website. So we erased that altogether. We're trying to streamline and we just put everything here on Facebook. If you have a team member or if you have somebody who's not on Facebook, then there's other ways that we can get information to them personally. But I think for the most part, everybody is on Facebook. So for now, this is working. So you can also type in the search bar here for what you're looking for. So if I'm looking for gift certificates, I can type that in and it's going to pull them up. And my internet is really slow. Let's see, it's not going to work right now, but my internet is being super, super, super slow. There we go. Okay, I left off gift. So it brings up the 3 that we have in there right now. So this is a great way to find information. And I want to encourage you guys to post the things that you guys find too. So if something is working for you, this isn't just a place where us directors can post stuff. This is something that any of you guys have access to post things. So if you have something that you've created, or you like Allie's gift bundles, this would be a great place for her to post those for everybody to use for Valentine's Day. Just to build that camaraderie. We all like to share the things that we use and it helps us all come up with really great ideas. And so feel free to write on there and put stuff in, brag on yourself if you need to, right? Like we want to hear about all the good things that are happening. All right. And so the other one
Heidi, will you show everyone how to upload a file? So the ones who don't.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so you're going to go to files. And then you're going to go to upload file. And you're just going to search. These are the things that I just have saved recent. It's in my recent. So let's say I'll do the, I'll do the 8-point close. And we're going to upload that. And then it just says, I don't put anything in here. If I'm just uploading the file, I just leave it like it is and then just hit post. And it's going to show up on the news feed, but then it's going to show up in here. So now if I come in here and just go 8, it's right there. This pace. Oh, I spelled pace setters wrong. I got to go fix that now. It'll drive me crazy. But pace setters 8-point close. Okay. So now that's going to be in there for you guys. So that it's really super simple. You can also do it straight from here. If you're on the news feed part of it, like the wall, I never know what to call these things. If you just click right there where it says write something, and then click these 3 little dots down here, there's going to be one here that says add file. You can ask a question, write a prompt. There's all kinds of things in here that you can do. You can create a poll. If you have a question like, should I do this or should I do that? And you want to get other consultants' feedback on it, you can do a poll here. But this is really a community for all of us, okay? It's for all of us to use. So I'm excited to see more stuff in there. Does anybody have any questions about the Future Inspired National Area page? Now, real quick, I want to make sure that this is only for consultants. So we do have other like adoptees that are in here, but it's Dolly's group, my group, April's group, and Denise's group. And so you want to make sure that you're not inviting customers into here. We've had a few people invite customers into here thinking it's our other one. So that's kind of why we're doing this kind of little training. Any questions about posting or where to find stuff in here? Okay, moving on. The other one that we have, I have a lot of groups, so give me just a second here. Okay, the Glamour Girls Mary Kay Live events page. I know it's a really long title, but this is another group. This is the group where you want to invite all your customers to. I don't care if they're already a customer, they're a prospect, they are family, friend, just someone who's supporting you. Invite them in here because this is where they're going to get exposed to all of our product previews. They're going to get, if we have any sales going on, like the price increase, we posted in here to let everybody know about the price increase. So it was kind of double duty because a lot of consultants notified their customers, but then they're also seeing it somewhere else. So it gives it like even more importance when they see it in more than one place. So this is the one you want to invite them all to. Yours might look a little different over here on the side because I'm an admin, so I can schedule posts and stuff. But the thing I wanted to share with you is that they can go back and watch any of our videos. So if you have somebody who is interested in the new clinical solutions boosters, you can go back and tag them down here in these comments. Like I'm gonna tag my mom. She won't care. And you just type @ in their name and it pops right up. And then you just click it and it puts her in there and then she's in. Okay. And so now that's going to notify her. It's going to go straight to her notifications and she's going to be like, oh, what is this? And she's going to go look at it. So that's a really great way to get them to watch something that's already passed. And we have all kinds of past ones in here, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So the other thing to do, let's see, is to come up here. So let's say I had a customer who I know that she watched one of the videos. Maybe she had some questions, but it's been months ago, right? Months have passed, but I want to follow up with her anyways, because like we were talking about earlier during recognition, follow-up is key. So I don't care if it's been weeks or months, you want to follow up with everybody who has interacted with these videos. So I'm going to go in here to this little search bar and I'm going to hit the search and I'm just going to type in Yvonne Walden. And it is going to bring up everything that Yvonne Walden has interacted with. So back here, when I did that quick, I've changed since then. Back here at the 5-minute quick face, right? So I'm going to click in the comments and I'm going to see all the comments that she had in there. And I can see what she watched. I can see if she had questions. I can see if there was a product she was interested in. It says proud mom here, right? So like I can see what it was that she was asking. So I can go back and follow up with her. Down here, she watched this one as well. I know she had questions in that one. When you type in the comment, when you click on the comments, it's going to bring them up and you can kind of scroll through and see kind of what their interaction was with April on that day. So this is a great way to go back and see what your customers are actually watching. And then again, you can tag them in these comments. So even though this was back in November, if you have a customer who's curious about doing that kind of event or looking at those kind of, this one was for the Christmas preview, the holiday preview. Let's look at this one. Like, you know, melt proof your makeup. This was a great video that we did. So if you want someone who's interested in that, you can tag them in this video, and April and Ronnie are doing the work for you, right? You don't have to go over all that information again. You can talk to them through this. So it's a great way to follow up with your customers. What else was I going to show you about this? I got to get back to my notes. I think that's all I had for this one. Just to search, just to see what people were interested in. Okay. Any questions about this group?
So Heidi, I did this in the chat, so it's going to be a double duty here. Can you share any of these to your own Facebook group page in a private setting?
Okay, so these are, so in the Glamour Girls Facebook page, these are all public posts. And the reason why they're public is because we don't ask for a call to action. We're just sharing the information. We are, we're not offering any kind of discounts or deals. And so you can share this straight to your private group. We left this public so that you could do that. So if I wanted to share this, let's go down to the last one we did. I don't know why my internet is being so slow. Okay, so you can see it was shared 4 times. So I would just click the share, and then I would go down here and share to a group. I wouldn't share it to your personal profile, but I would definitely share it to your like VIP customer group. So okay. Mine is called Chit Chat with Heidi. I don't even see where it's at. Maybe because I already shared it. Okay, right here. So you would just click here and then it would bring it up, and I can type in here anything I want. So I might say, check out our spring product preview. If you have any questions, let me know. If you watch it, tag me in the comments that you watched it so that I can gift you something or something. I like to give my customers little rewards for watching the videos and stuff. And then when you're in your own personal group, you can actually schedule these. So you can just post right now, or maybe I want it to go out on Wednesday at 5 p.m. I could just click here and find the day that I want and the time, which is so handy. Just pick a random time and then hit schedule. So now that's going to post on my wall tomorrow at 10:40 something in the morning automatically without me having to do it, which is one of the reasons why I love doing groups, private groups like that, because you can take one day a week and you can just post everything that you want for that week and not have to spend every day, oh, what am I going to post today? What am I going to post tomorrow? And a little tip to that, I know that's not what this training is about, but what I like to do is I like to take pictures all week. I take selfies of myself all week. If I'm having a really cute day or I'm out having dinner with my friends or whatever, I take pictures all the time and then I just save them in my camera roll. I actually favorite them so they show up in my favorite album. And then I go through and just I'll post them with the things that I want to post for that entire week, which is a super helpful time-saving tip. Okay, any other questions about this group?
Thank you for all that.
You're so welcome. Okay, so let's move on to the Peek into Pink group. Let's see here, where is it at? Peek into Pink. All right, so this group, I know it seems like we have a lot of groups, but they all serve a very good purpose. I am so excited for the Peek into Pink group. We have had a brand new consultant join every single week that we have done it. We have not missed one yet. It has been phenomenal. I know, me speaking personally, I don't know what the other directors have been doing, but I know that for our Diamonds group, like Allie has been on it, and she's been tagging people in there afterwards, and they're able to go in and watch them later. And, you know, she's still honoring the listen for a lip gloss, even if they watch it later. And so you can run your business however you want. This is here for you as a tool, both for getting in front of your people and for your own personal training. So if you are a brand new consultant and you're like, man, I don't feel comfortable having these career chats, I'm not exactly sure what to say, this is the perfect place to go for training. So each one of us directors has our own style. We all do things a little bit differently with these particular videos. And we all share our own personal experience. And that's what makes it so relatable, right? So you need to find your personal experience and kind of identify with it while you're watching these videos, and ask yourself, you know, what experiences have I had? What drew me to Mary Kay in the beginning? And where can I, you know, where do I see this going for me now? You know, and then that's going to help you have your own career chats. Like, we love doing this for you guys. This is something that's not going to go away. I think we have them scheduled for the whole rest of the seminar year. Like, this is going to be a new staple within our future inspired area. However, we don't want that to take away from you team building on your own. We want to empower you to feel like you can go out there and have these conversations on your own. Because let's say you do a party on Friday and your guest is super excited about the Mary Kay opportunity. You don't want to have to wait until next Thursday to get them on the call. That's a whole 6 days of them dwindling their excitement, right? Because when people are excited, they want to know the information now. That's when they're going to make a decision and move on it. So we really want to help empower you to be able to have these conversations by yourself. So just make sure you're watching these. And even if you can't join live, that's okay. If you can join live, I know that it really helps the director that's on right then to be able to like not focus so much on the comments and focus on what they're saying. And then the consultants can talk to their guests in there and stuff. And it's been a super wonderful experience. We've only done it 4 weeks now, and it's just been really awesome. So I really encourage you. I'm excited to see where it goes. But I wanted to show you the same thing in here. So let's go up here to the media. This is just like with the Future Inspired page. They're all pretty much set up the same. You hit the media button, and then you're going to go to videos. And let's say that, you have a single mom who has kids and is, busy working, and she's not sure how she's going to fit this into her life. Plugging her into one of my videos, because that's what I talk about, is going to help you. So you're finding which one of us directors is going to relate to her more and be able to plug her in. Denise has been in the business for 33 years. She has succeeded tremendously at this business. And she is like a woman of wisdom. Like, when she speaks, it's commands attention. And I really admire that about her. So if I have someone that is more like that in their life, I'm going to plug them into Denise's and be like, hey, watch this live video that we did last week. Send me the code word at the end, just like we would if she was watching live. Tag me in it so I know that you watched it, and I'm still going to honor that listen for a lip gloss. I don't know why mine are black. I think it's because I start with my camera off and then turn it on. That's the only thing I can think of, but this is where you would find them. Okay. Let's see. And then of course the invite button, you can just click the invite and you can invite your Facebook friends, or you can invite by email. So if they're not a Facebook friend of yours, but they have you have their email address, you can do it that way too. So like Lacey wouldn't mind if I added her. So let's click that. And then we're just going to hit send. That's all you have to do. I do recommend going in and sending them a message. So I would shoot her a message and be like, hey, Lacey, I was so excited that you tried the samples last week with me, which is actually what happened. I know that you love this opportunity. You heard a little bit about it. I would love for you to join this group and to catch the next live. And if you listen to the whole video and send me a text word, I'm going to give you a free lip gloss just for listening. And I would really, I say in there that I would really admire your opinion on our business model. She's a businesswoman herself, so I know that she will want to give me that feedback. So you just kind of got to play on what their story is, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. Okay, we're getting short on time. Let's see. The other thing I wanted to say is that, same thing as in the other group. Let's say our new consultant, Jen McVeigh. Let me type her name in here. So let's say I hadn't signed her yet, but I want to follow up with her, right? I would click here. Let's pretend I'm Allie, right? So this was Allie's guest. And she's going to be like, oh, she was on this live. Oh, and she was on this one, and she was on this one. So Jen has really been paying attention to what's happening inside this group. And then I'm going to go through and see how her questions had changed from one video to the next. And I'm going to see if any of her questions were answered. And then we're going to kind of look for the objections in there and see if there's something that we can help her work past and learn to help her make the decision to start her business, right? And so when we click in here, we're going to see her comments. We're going to see what she liked. If, each of us directors have a different way of doing it. Sometimes we will ask them, what is a big dream of yours? If you have a big dream that you want to work towards, type it in the comments, and so you might see little things in there that you might have missed otherwise. So it's another tool for following up, just like in the other one. Okay. Any questions about this group? And you can invite anybody to this one too. It can be a customer, a friend, anybody, whether they've tried the product or not, you can still get them in here to listen to this. All right, that is everything that I have for this part of the training. So if you don't have does anybody have any questions about any of this before I get out of the screen share? Any in the chat? Nope. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I expect you guys to all fully participate. Share your ideas in our Future Inspired page. Make sure to tag your friends and family in the comments and the videos. I'm super excited about the growth that we're experiencing within our unit. It's been super exciting. We have, even us directors have gone from like 0 to 100 in just the last few weeks. And I'm super excited to see what the next, rest of the seminar year holds for us. It's going to be awesome. The next little part, I'm just going to talk for a few minutes about overcoming objections. Okay. And the reason why I want to do this is because, a lot of the objections, I'm not going to say they're not relevant anymore, but because we are working virtually and we're doing things a little bit differently, it kind of cuts out a lot of the objections that you get right off the bat. Okay. And it actually helps to it's not just team building, it's also hostesses. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. So it also helps with getting your hostesses. A lot of the things are the same. I don't have time. I don't have the money. I don't know very many people. And so I'm going to go over a few of them with you, but I don't want to bore you with that. So I'm actually going to send these all out in email tomorrow. I don't want to sit here and read them all to you. But one of the things that I do want to say is that when we get done with those peek into pink calls, the first person they're going to talk to is you. Okay. They are texting you their code word and they are excited about what they heard. And what's really important for you is that follow-up right away. So, your director is sitting there waiting. So if you need help, she knows about it. She knows you've got guests on, she's ready to help you, but we really want to empower you, like I said, to step up and kind of answer some of those questions yourself. And I know a lot of you newbies, you're going to need help with that. And that's okay. That's what we're here for. But asking questions like, what was the most important thing that you heard? What stood out to you? What did you love about what you heard tonight? Was there anything in April's iStory? Was there anything that April said that really resonated with you? Is there anything that I can answer for you? Any questions I can answer for you? A lot of times that customer is ready for that. She knows that's going to happen. We prep her for that. We tell them, text your consultant the code word and she's going to have a discussion with you about what this opportunity could look like for you. So you want to make sure that you're answering those questions and following up because we've already set the groundwork for you. She's already primed and ready for it. So it's up to you guys to really do the follow-up. So asking her those questions. And then I always ask, and this is the easiest. Okay. So I've always had a hard time asking. It's part of one of the things that I'm just describing because it's one of the things that I've been working on. I've been getting a lot better at it, but I found a way to ask that makes me feel like it feels comfortable to me. So I'm going to share it with you. I always say, so on a scale of 1 to 4, 1 being, I would never sell Mary Kay. Don't want to ever do this ever, ever, ever. 2 being, I would love to be a customer of yours. I really enjoy the product. 3 being, I will for sure be a hostess. and I want to sleep on it. The opportunity is really intriguing to me. And then 4 being, yes, it would be a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I need to sign up right now. Okay. On that scale of 1 to 4, where would you fall? And usually they're either 1 or they're 3. They're either like, nope, this isn't for me. And that's fine. Not everybody is meant for Mary Kay. They're meant to be, we need customers too, right? But sometimes they're a 3. And so you can just leave it at that. Okay, you're a 3. That's it. And yes, Rebecca, I will send them out in my email tomorrow with the rest of this too. Okay. But I always follow up with, okay, what would it take to move you from a 3 to a 4? And you're going to get a couple of things. Usually the first objection is like a smokescreen. It's like, it's not really a concern, but they're kind of using it as a concern. And then you ask them, okay, you just say, okay, don't try to combat it. Don't try to argue with them or try to convince them, but just move on to the next. So what else would you need to know? What else would be helpful to move you to a 4? And they're going to tell you. And then the third one is usually the one that's like the real reason why they are maybe feeling hesitant in doing it. And I find that the majority of the time it's fear of failure, right? Almost always they're like, I just don't know if I can do it. And that is where we come in, because we all felt like that when we started. We all weren't sure if we could do this. I know for me, like I was a closet consultant forever. Even though I came in with inventory, I still did not tell a soul that I was selling Mary Kay. People heard through the grapevine. And it was because I had a fear of failure. And so I think it's our job to kind of help them believe in themselves. And so just giving them some words of encouragement. The people that you are recruiting into this, into your team, you're asking them to do it for a reason. You like them. There's something about them that you see. We don't ask people to work with us who we don't like, right? So there's got to be something about them. You're going to know them the best out of anybody else. Okay. Like I might not know Joyce very well, right? I can't tell you what her story is, but her recruiter could tell you, like they know her, right? And so it's up to you to make sure that you are giving her those words of encouragement, making her feel powerful about it. And we want to empower them to know that they can succeed at this. It's in it's whatever way they want to, right? But that's our job as consultants. So there's a couple of things here. I'm going to read a couple of these because they're the really big ones. The biggest one that I get personally from my team members, recruits, and my own personal ones are that they don't have time. Okay. So the first thing I look for in a consultant is somebody who's really busy, because busy people are the best time managers, right? So I go into time management and how when we, in fact, we just had this one the other day. I just did a peek into pink with her on Monday, and she's super scared to go forward just because she has such a busy day. She has so much on her plate. She's got 3 kids at home. One of them is special needs, and she's really terrified of just making the leap into being a consultant, even though she really wants to. So we sent her a weekly plan sheet from In Touch. We downloaded it, we emailed it to her. And, Allie right now is going through that with her and helping her figure out what her day is. And I told her, I'm like, write down. So this isn't just for consultants. This can be used before to help them see that they do have time. Just like Rebecca was saying earlier, that, even though she's got a busy woman, she's the busiest of us all. She has got, she's realizing that even with date night and, homeschooling and her job and her Mary Kay business, there's still even extra room where she can add more Mary Kay in. So we're helping these guys write down what their schedules are like right now. I always say, do you have time for self-care? They always say no. Okay, we're going to schedule in your self-care. Like you need to have self-care. What does self-care look like to you? Schedule that in. Is it meditating for 30 minutes in the morning? Is it getting to the gym after work for an hour? Schedule that in. Let's get every single thing that this woman can possibly need to do down on paper so she can see that even with all these things, she might have 3 15-minute blocks in the week where she can work her Mary Kay business. And I always say that, like it doesn't matter if it's 15 hours or 15 minutes, let's give it as much time as we can. Let's be consistent with it. And that's where you're going to see momentum build. And that's exactly what we did in Pace Setters, right? So we are working on just where can we win? If I only have 15 minutes, how am I going to make that 15 minutes count? And I know this is kind of off topic from objections, but it's helped so much in helping women who say they're too busy to be able to see that they can really do it. So those 15 minutes, you know, I might make 5 phone calls in those 15 minutes. And if that's all I can do, and that's what my goal was, I feel like I won because I got them done. That's all it takes, 15 minutes. And I know that everybody can spare 15 minutes a day. Okay. So I'm going to mail out these objections to you guys. I don't want to bore you with them because it's a lot of reading. But I encourage you to look at them and to highlight the ones that you're finding in your business, or maybe even highlight the ones that you thought of yourself when you started the business. You know, what were the objections that you felt? And then how have you personally overcome those? And how have you personally benefited from the business in that specific area? For some women, it's income. I don't have the income to start. Well, once you got started, what happened? You started making money. And then, you know, you can talk about that. You can share with them what you have accomplished by doing this job. I love to use Allie as an example because she is, I wish you guys could see her more. She is in live down in Texas. They still do live in-person meetings. And so they have guest nights every Tuesday, and she's always got guests there. I don't think she's ever missed a guest night without a guest. And so I wish you guys could see more of her on Zoom, but we love where she's at. So we're going to love it. But she has, where was I going with this? This is why I have notes. Oh, I can't remember. My mind totally went blank.
Well, you were talking about overcoming objections and, you know, talking about how you've benefited from the Mary Kay career.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Income. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. So when she first started this, she was just excited to talk to women. She felt like God had a calling in her life that she wanted to empower women, and she didn't know where that was going to come from. And when she heard about Mary Kay, she was like, oh, I'm on it. She immediately set herself a goal that she was just going to make her car payment. Like, I just want to make my car payment every month because that's going to be a difference to me. That's going to make a difference in my life. And now she's like doubling her car payment and paying it off even faster. And so those are things that she can draw from when she's talking to women about her personal experience. So that's what I encourage you guys to do, is to just look through the objections, think about what your objections were when you first started, and then how you overcame those and how Mary Kay benefited you with those very specific objections. Because when you're having those follow-up calls with your customers, that's what they want to hear. They want to hear, you know, they've already heard from us directors. They want to hear from you now. Like, how can you overcome their objections, you personally? And so the best way is just your personal experience. And that is all I have for training. Thank you so much, April. I'm like, I don't know where my brain went. I usually have notes, and for this one, I just didn't prepare anything. I just knew what I wanted to talk about. And so, blabbermouth. Okay.
No, it was great.
Do you guys have any questions about anything that we covered tonight? What's in the chat box here? Yes, I will send those out with the emails, Becca, and get them. You're talking about the 1 through 4, right? Just so I have
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay.
Thank
Yes,
you.
for sure. All right. Well, if there is nothing else, we're out of time. I'm like,
You know what, Heidi, something that I learned too, because I thought you did hashtag in their name to tag them. Isn't that funny? And you said just @ in their name, right?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that.
So
I just usually put that hashtag, or I just put their name in there to tag them.
yes. And I
Maybe
think
I'm doing it wrong.
I think you can just type their name, but what I found is that when I put the @ in their name, it pulls it up faster, because if I Heidi's a
okay.
short name, if I type in just Heidi and I need to start writing the last name, it's not going to pull it up at all.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have a space in it. And so, but the hashtag is for replay. If they type in hashtag replay, you can go into that search bar as a consultant and you can type in hashtag replay, and anybody who replayed, it'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
That was great. That was awesome training.
Yay.
Thank you.
It was really good, Heidi. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Before we close, you probably have an inspirational close, but Crystal, could you get on there and say hi to everybody? Some of you met her at our retreat up at the Ashley Inn, and she's a consultant, I believe, in Dolly's unit. So Crystal, if you're still on, maybe she's off now. There she is. Say hi to everybody. Tell them just a tad about you. I just wanted to introduce you and welcome you on our angel team. So tell everybody where do you live?
I live in Colville, Washington, and I have 5 kiddos. And I've been a single mom for a very long time, but recently finally found someone and we have a baby together and going to get married. But I started Mary Kay when my youngest son was just under a year, and he's 8 now.
So you have a brand new baby. I'd heard that.
Yes, she
Congrats.
is 17 months and her name is Angel.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Somebody's saying hi in the background.
That would be Azariah.
Oh, well, I just wanted you to say hello, and we want to start getting your accomplishment sheets. And are you planning on attending a career conference up there in March? Sorry. Yeah, March.
I was thinking about it.
Okay.
I was thinking about it. The only thing that I'm that might stop me is I have not had a night away from my baby yet. So
Okay.
we'll work through that.
Well, keep that in mind. And we do have it. And I was going to say to Joyce and anybody else new, Becca, we do have kind of a chat group on our Voxer group where people were kind of figuring out rooms and rides and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of us are going, some are going on Thursday. It starts on Friday. You guys are a lot closer than we are down here to drive. It's about 8 hours. So anyway, let's keep in touch on that. And anyway, welcome to joining our calls, Crystal.
Hey.
And you're
Crystal, I actually know where Colville is. Yay!
I have some friends that live there as well. And you know, isn't Rebecca from there originally?
Well, and Hope and my son Jeffrey are up in Pullman. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
I had a lot of family who lived over in that area. So yay.
See, we're close.
And for all of you guys, anybody who is not able to actually attend in person career conference, you can sign up to do it virtually. It's a less fee, but they're going to be doing it from a live broadcast, which made all the difference in the world for us at Leadership Conference. It was different than them just virtually doing it. They were actually virtually videoing an actual career conference. So we felt like we were there at Leadership. So
That'll be great.
All right, I'll turn it back over to you, Heidi. I just wanted to welcome Crystal on the calls.
Yes, I love it. I love seeing all the people coming together from all over. It makes me happy.
Me too.
All right, so it's just a really quick, short one. It says, take a moment and look at how far you've come in the last 6 months. Now imagine how far you're going to go in another 6 months. So keep moving and you've got this. That really resonated with me today because of what we have been doing in just the last month. Think of what we've done in the last month as a collective with the 4 of our units. Like, we are doing amazing things, and I cannot wait to see what we all do for the next several months coming up to the end of seminar.
Yay.
Have a great night.
Thank you, Heidi.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you,
Good night.
ladies.
Bye.
Good
Good
night,
night.
ladies.